Hi, so today was day 6 of nephrology. Pratik bhai ke saath tha. So Dr. Shroff asked us a question about why glomerulonephritis happens after rheumatoid arthritis. So what's the deal? So the whole pathogenesis could not be found in the Robbins book. I tried, I could not find it. So Dr. Pratik scoured the internet for papers, what was the mechanism. Through reading, we formed a pathway of how it could happen. Then we asked Dr. Shroff. Dr. Shroff gave us a clue of MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases, MMP2, MMP9. So yeah, with that we tried and we managed to write a pathway which would explain the glomerulonephritis, and it was quite a big challenge, but I don't think I will ever forget now how it happens, the pathogenesis of glomerulonephritis with rheumatoid arthritis. Cytokines, tumor necrosis factor alpha, growth factors, oxidative stress, hypoxia, and stimulates MMP2, causes increased activation, causes kidney injury. Kidney injury releases tumor necrosis factor alpha, again oxidative stress, hypoxia, again MMP2, vicious cycle. Goes on for a long time. Fibrinoid kidney fibrosis, and after this we had the pathway was rheumatoid arthritis. Autoantibodies are produced. They produce cytokines. Cytokines then do two things. Cytokines can go and form can form immune complexes, which will activate the alternate complement system pathway. This was the first method of activating the alternate complement system pathway. The second method will be cytokines will cause T cells to bind with to activate MMP2 and 9. MMP2 and 9 modulates the function of CD4 and CD8 T cells, and that will cause the activation of the alternate complement pathway. And alternate complement pathway, the complement proteins will cause a kidney inflammation. That was the pathway which we wrote down. The hypoxic oxidative stress, growth factors, and tumor necrosis factor growth alpha. This will cause MMP2 and that will cause kidney injury. This was taken from a scientific paper. So yeah, that's correct. My pathway may or may not be correct, but it is very on point. So all in all, chemokines cause activation of the alternate complement system, which leads to kidney inflammation in rheumatoid arthritis. Then we talked about management. Adani MABs, monoclonal antibodies. There's a name of that. Iftuximab, and these two very effective. And we can use methotrexate, sulfasalazine, and hydroxychloroquine. And so these will be the drug of choice for poor patients, and monoclonal antibodies for rich patients. This was that. So in a nutshell, in case of glomerulonephritis, in secondary glomerulonephritis with rheumatoid arthritis, we have to decrease the cytokines, especially the tumor necrosis factor alpha and the various cytokines. Decrease them, and that will cause the treatment. That will cause decrease in kidney inflammation. Yes. And for that we use monoclonal antibodies, rituximab. I forgot the name, but monoclonal antibodies, MABs, which decrease or suppress tumor necrosis factor alpha. Sorry, TNF alpha. Yes, TNF alpha. The medicines can be found in the osmosis video on YouTube in the rheumatoid arthritis video.